Hey everybody, I'm sweltering. It's pretty hot here. It's like close to 90 or so, and tomorrow it's going to be even hotter. But you know, we're heating it up. We're here in network marketing, we're all learning and we're all growing. And if you stumbled upon this video, please, I'm asking you to go back to watch my channel and go back and watch the other ones, because this one is led up to all the other ones. There's over 18. This is my 19th video, and I appreciate all of you coming here and we can learn together. I'm still learning about this. I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always got new things I need to learn, and I'm not gonna give up, and neither should you. There's one thing you might want to say if you've been in something for a while and you haven't made no money. When somebody asks you how long you been in it, you always say, I don't care how long you've been in it, 3 years, 5 years, I don't care. When you wake up, it's the start of the day. So what you say to the person is, I am just getting started. You're telling the truth. You just started your day. The sun just came up. I'm just getting started. They don't have to know you've been in the business for 5 years and you haven't made no money yet. Come on. You don't need to give that information away. Just let them know that you just got started. Okay? So anyway, even if you've made $1 million, you still say, I just got started. You know, that's a good one for people. They don't need to know, what you know that they don't know. Okay? So this is going to be short segments. This is 5 parts, so I'm going to do each one as a different video. I'm not going to bore you. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. This is going to be a short one. Okay. This is skill set number 6. Okay, you can go back and watch 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 back there. Go back. Go over there and come up to this point right here, because everything leads up to this. Starting out, you need to go back and see the beginning so you can get a gist of what we're doing. So anyway, this is skill 6. This is helping your distributor get started right. Don't you want to get your distributor started right? When I was going golfing with a friend, he told me, unless you take 10 lessons, I ain't going golfing with you, because you got to get started on what? The right foot. Okay? You start a right foot, and the journey to 1,000, to get to the end starts with the first step. You just got to step. We got to take baby steps, and so this is how to help your distributors get started right. Okay, a lot of times distributors don't get started right. They get sidetracked. They don't hear the information. They're not listening. They don't do everything right away. If you're going to be a CEO of your business, which network marketing is, you got to pay attention. You got to be on top of it. You can't just sit there and say, oh, well, I'll just let it go. And no, you got to be on it every day. You got to check every day. You can't sit there and not check every day. It's going to fall apart if you do. So anyway, enough of that. In network marketing, people invest enormous effort, time, and money into getting people signed up, and then squander that investment by leaving their new distributors to figure everything out for themselves. Have you ever noticed that? Some people? Professionals don't do that. They set proper expectations. They help get some quick results, and then continue to guide their new distributors through the many phases of our profession. There was a guy who was very successful in this, okay? And what he did was, he was lucky enough to have an early mentor, okay? And this mentor, who is very skilled at guiding new distributors, he wasn't his upline, but he was clearly a leader by, in his city. In addition, he had a lot of experience in our profession right now. A lot of experience. You got a lot of people that are experienced, and some people are just coming on, don't know anything about network marketing. They're excited. They're like in this phase where they're wondering what's going on, and then they can move into an amateur and see what's going on. But then if you can move into a professional, you can make things go on. Okay, you know what's going on. You're on top of it. You know what the next thing is. You know it before the other person knows it. So anyway, that's what you got to listen to the profession. You got to listen to people that's been in it a long time. Like I said, I've been in it 36 years. I've got a lot of rug pulls, made very little money, and I jumped from company to company because I wasn't making any money. That's what happens. If you don't make any money, people get upset and they say, hey, I was promised this. That's why you under promise and over deliver. Don't tell people you're going to make money overnight. Don't do that. That'll ruin everybody. You got to give them expectation and say, hey, this is going to take 6 to 8 months for you to start seeing money. And then when they do see money within several weeks, are they going to be excited and happy? Yeah. But if you give them 8 months, they realize that, hey, it's going to take me 8 months. And then when they start seeing money in a couple of weeks, you're the hero. But if you tell them, like, you're going to make money right away, 3 weeks, and they don't do it, then they're blaming you, right? You don't get them to blame you. Say it's going to take you a year, even though you know it's going to be less. So that's what I would do, is under promise. And then that gives them over delivery. So that's what you always got to do. To make a good company, that's what they do. They under promise and they over deliver. They say, well, your order will probably be there in 10 weeks. You're saying, oh, God, 10 weeks. And it shows up, like the next day. And you're like, oh, man, my product's here. Oh, yay, But anyway, so you got to listen to those people that are been in it. Just listen to them. Do what they say and do it now. And watch what they do. And ask a ton of questions. And back in the days when I was in network marketing, they got back in 1992. That's when I got into network marketing. That's when I got the bug. When you get network marketing, you get the bug, and you can see that leverage is the biggest thing. When you work a job, it's just over broke. You're gonna work that job for 40 hours. You're going to work it for 40 years, and you're going to get 40% less pay when you either retire at 40 and whatever. But the dream of that is not there. That's why net marketing isn't, perfect, but it's better, okay, than a job. But back in those days, I didn't have any office or anything. I just used my home because I didn't want to pay for office. I have a lot of money. And I was always wanting to learn more. I was always wanting to learn more. And as I learned more, I got more skills. And this is what will happen to you. You get more skills. You got to try it. You got to step out there in faith and just go and do it. Just say it. So what, you mess up? So what, you mess up? You say the wrong thing, but you know what? You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can never say the wrong thing to the right person, and you'll never say the right thing to the wrong person, ever. It will never work. If it's the wrong person, let them go on their way and forget about it. Get away from that negativity. You don't need it. Dream stealers are out there everywhere, and naysayers are there everywhere. The worst naysayers is the one that didn't make any money, and they really didn't do it, and they didn't understand it, and they left. But anyway, so you got to model what your upline people do. So the next time you meet with distributors, you can sit down with them, and in close conversation with them, and do this several times. Just keep meeting up with your people. Stay in contact with them. Don't just let them go. Keep in contact with them. If they don't want to get back with you, then you got to move on. If they're not going to, you can't force them, and you can't drag them, and you can't coax them. If they're not going to do it, then obviously they're not the one. But you got to interview them beginning before they get in, so they know what they're up against. Don't just drag them in and throw them against the wall and say, oh, okay, you don't want to do it. Okay, the next one. We don't want that people. We want people that are serious and want to get in and want to do it. And they want to be the CEO of their company too. You know, they're working together. You know, you're in it, but you're not by yourself. Okay. So game plan interview is part one. This guy valued their decision to become a distributor. He said things like, congratulations on making the decision. I'm so proud of you for taking charge of your life. From now on, things are going to be different for you and your family. It always took less than 5 minutes, but by the end of their decision, you know, any doubt they may have had about becoming a distributor was gone, and they felt great. So that's part one. And to come to part two, which is plan interview, game plan interview two. So anyway, we'll get into that on the next video. I appreciate you coming here. Please like and follow and subscribe. Share this out with people so it can go out to the algorithm and more people can do it. Go ahead and share this video with other people so maybe they can learn how to be a professional network marketer, not a poser or an amateur. You know, get out of those stages. Become a professional. Make this a profession. You know, this is just like being a doctor, lawyer. It takes, what, 10,000 hours to be a professional in this, in anything? That's 4 hours. That's 4 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's 7 years. Okay, doing it like that. If you work longer hours and you do it more 7 days a week, obviously it's going to shorten the time. But you're still going to spend 5 years of doing it that way. Okay. So anyway, just remember that, and keep smiling, and don't frown. It shows, you know, whatever you're going through. Somebody said, what do you do if you're going through hell? My boss used to say, you just keep going. Thanks. Follow, like for more. We'll see you at the top.